Look at these three dummies standing here. And of course, there we go. OBS had a big lag spike. Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Hey, we're gonna finish up Cruiserweight. So right now we have one quest that doesn't have a fight, and then we have one more quest that does have a fight. And I believe last time Nayuni was missing, or whatever her name was. So let's go ahead and figure out what the heck happened with her by talking to Yana. Family matters. This is okay, so that's how we're going to do this. So what's gonna happen is the president or someone threatens her with Nayuni, using Nayuni, and then she's gonna end up using multiple souls or something like that, which is because this is how the regular looked when the Brood Bomber used it. And then she's going to, and then we're really gonna have to figure out a cure for this stuff. We already have enough of a motivator with Eutrope, but now we're gonna have to do it for Yana as well. Worry is writ plain on Yana's face. After what's happened, I can't help but feel worried. I'll see if I can locate Nayuni via her terminal. And then let me just go ahead and double check the audio just to make sure. Double check the audio. Sounds fine. Hello, black screen. There we go. What? She's outside Everkeep. She's never gone off without a word like this. Something isn't right. What made you think that? I'm sorry, Brilliant, but could you help me find her? Signal from her terminal suggests she's somewhere east of Ysolani. Now, who's this gonna end up being? Is this gonna be like a goon of the president, or is it going to be, what's his name? I don't know. I don't want it to be what's his name, the Eutrope's ex, which they didn't explicitly say, but it's pretty obvious. The guy that we're gonna face in the fourth fight, because he seemed like a decent guy, and he just basically said, "Yeah, I'm still gonna fight anyway." I don't see why he would be the one who's doing this. It's got to be like the president's goon or something like that. Anyway, let's head on out to Heritage Found. And it's, I guess it would be faster to probably teleport to Ysolani. Yeah, I guess that's slightly closer. Okay, let's fly on over. That's still such an ominous structure. Should be right down here somewhere. Is this where Erinville's village was? I think it was. Okay, where are they? Are they actually inside? Oh no, it's up somewhere. Up there they are. Or there she is. According to the signal, Nayuni should be in this area. Nayuni, you had me so worried. What are you doing here? I'm sorry, Eutrope contacted me, saying she needed to speak urgently. We were supposed to meet, but she hasn't come. Well, maybe it's a trap. Forgive me, Nayuni, I didn't want to use you, but I had no other choice. What's she gonna do now? What? Eutrope, please don't do this. This doesn't make any sense. Didn't she already agree that she can't take our soul? It's too late. There's no going back. If you won't back down, Yana, I'm right here. I can just fight her. To be fair, we supposedly can only take them if there are 8 people. I still don't understand the reasoning on this. I thought she gave up on trying to take her soul. I guess that's how we get her to actually be, using too much, Yana to having, the psychonecrosis. From the start, I thought it was strange you'd take... But, okay, there we go. From the start, I thought it strange that you'd try to take another's life to save your own, because it's not her. But the truth is, you aren't trying to save yourself. No, you are... Okay, that's how we're gonna spin this. No, you want to save the man you love. Yeah, he's not gonna, yeah, he's not gonna accept that. Not only him, every fighter in the heavyweight division suffers from psychonecrosis. Even so, they continue to trust the president. He saved them all in some way, helping them during dark times in their lives. The Howling Blade, Ritsara, is no different. He'd choose to remain at the Arcadian rather than be with me. That's why I decided to act alone. If my friends were determined to fight until they died, then I'd find a cure no matter the cost. Oh, there we go. That's what I figured would happen. Because at the beginning they said that she was just barely on the edge of, developing psychonecrosis. You know, maybe you should have thought of this, Eutrope. Oh no, not you too! Nayuni warned me that this might happen, but I had to stop you. Again, I was standing right there. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the pair of you. Yeah, I'm with Nayuni on this one. She seems like the mature one. Nayuni. We're sorry, Nayuni. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything when you're dead. There's no more need to fight. I think we can save everyone. Again, the one with the brains. One who's actually thinking about this. A treatment for psychonecrosis that doesn't require brilliant soul. Oh, good. I believe I found it. What? But I scoured all the data. There's no such thing. Well, yeah, well, she's the nerd. You looked at the data in the Arcadian's archives, I believe. Yeah, they're not going to have anything there. But thanks to the people of Oblivion, I was able to gain access to external records, and came across something called the regeneration factor. Well, that's convenient. Regeneration factor? What is it? When one is ill or injured, the body naturally attempts to repair itself, yes? The regeneration factor is the force stimulating that recovery, as part of life's design. Apparently, Lindblom scientists had researched a stimulant that enhances the factor. That is what we need. That sounds like a very dangerous drug. But that was centuries ago in another nation. Assuming that stimulant exists, how could we obtain it? There was a statement that claimed its formula was later determined. Again, that seems very convenient. The problem is, the formula itself wasn't mentioned. We'll need to investigate further, and for this, we'll need your help, Eutrope. So stop being an idiot. After what I've done, I don't expect you to forgive me. Yeah, I don't. I mean, the fight was fine, but then you coming and attacking us again, it was just stupid. But I mean what I say. When I'm truly sorry, I don't care. Eutrope! And again, you just caused Yana to go over the edge on the psychonecrosis, so I guess that's enough of a punishment. She's only fainted, thank goodness. Again, why isn't a Uni the mature one here? We'd best take care home so she can rest. Also, nice clipping there on her hand. Is that clipping? Yeah, that's her jacket. Well then, that did not go well. To think that Yana's manifested the illness as well. We need to figure out the formula for the stimulant as soon as possible. Well, I mean, that was the plan from the beginning. As Eutrope decided to mess things up. Eutrope's resting upstairs. Her psychonecrosis is quite severe, so she needs to stay still until we can treat her. You should worry about yourself too, Yana. You've manifested the illness now. I'm sorry, Nayuni, but I couldn't just stand there and let Eutrope harm Brilliant. Again, I probably would have been fine. Promise me you won't use a feral soul again. I could have stopped her myself, you know. I really shouldn't say that when I'm going to. That's true. Given that Eutrope has become weaker, you probably could have fended her off alone. I didn't need to intervene, yeah. You seem to be fine for the moment, but if you feel the least bit unusual, you have to let us know, alright? Stoic nod. No wait, she doesn't do a stoic nod. Now, even as we work on the cure, matches at the Arcadian will continue. That being the case, we should also continue trying to convince fighters to retire. The first being the Howling Blade, your next opponent. Didn't he already say he wasn't going to? We have to save him, for Eutrope's sake, not least of all. Actually, that might be a decent argument for him. But how can we convince him when he's determined to fight until he dies? Tell him Eutrope cares about him still. Stoic nod. Anyway, first I gotta beat him. If so, it so happens that I have a plan, just like your other plan. The one that caused you to get psychonecrosis? We'll confront him on a broadcast and challenge him to a wager. Whoever loses the title match will be forced to retire from the competition. Ah, so we put on a public show to generate excitement, just like they do at the Arcadian. Exactly. When the people's eyes are on him, the Cruiserweight champion would be hard-pressed to refuse. And once everyone starts talking about it, even the president would have to let it go ahead. No he doesn't. But how will we do that? But how will we do the broadcast? We haven't heard from Midtem for a while now. The Arcadian wouldn't cooperate with us. That's where pirating comes in. Oh, okay, never mind. Honey's way more. Honey's gonna be able to do it. We'll ask Honey for help. She hosts a broadcast of her own, watched by countless viewers. We'll use it to ensnare the wolf. I'll contact Honey right now. This feels like it's not going to go according to plan. And she's on board. We're going to lie in wait at Mosaic. That's where the Howling Blade is known to unwind before his matches. When he appears, issue your challenge, and do whatever it takes to get him to accept. Leave it to me. I'll stay here and look after Eutrope. Best of luck to you. Are you sure you're the one who should stay here? You're the one with the brains. Surely your sisters don't have any. Are you sure you don't want to meet Ghoulja? I'm praying for your success. Gee, I mean, I'm praying for my success too. Then again, the story is, the story requires me to succeed. So, I don't really need to worry about anything. Anyway, let's head on over to, what's it called again? Mosaic. Apparently we need to speak to Honey first. We're not just gonna wait at the destination like we usually do. I guess this is slightly closer. In both cases, you have to run up or down a staircase, I think. Actually, from the residential sector, it looks like you don't have to. In any case, it's not going to make much of a difference. Okay, there's Honey and Yana. Still find it a little weird. I don't really see how those two have much in common. Honey's raring to go. Just give her the word and we'll set out our scheme in motion. Ah, there you are. Now that all the performers are in place, it's time to steal the audiences. I mean, begin our broadcast. Oh, steal our audiences. Okay, that makes more sense. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely, with special... Why did that go quickly? Today, we have a pair of very distinguished guests. The fabulous Fierce Black Cat and the unstoppable upstart Brillian. Again, she's supposed to have a bit of a southern accent, but I can't really do it right. And goodness, do they have a surprise for Brillian's next opponent, the valiant Howling Blade. Oh, there he is. Wearing the calfskin rider hat. Huh? What's this about now? Brilliant wants to say something to you. Well? The loser of our match has to retire. I don't know, that seems a bit weird to just say ... Then again, I did make a joke last time that my character never speaks. They just stoically nod. Let's just go with that. You have me taken aback, I must say. The notion that I would lose is laughable. But even if I should, I have no intention of retiring. The notion I'd lose to you is far more laughable. It's the whimpering wolf afraid of losing. We are supposed to be putting on a show after all. Yeah, let's go with the confident answer, not the mean answer. That's the wrong adjective, but whatever. You're naive to think I'll play into your hands. That's weak for a champion, if you ask me. I'll bet he's really just afraid to lose. He clearly has no confidence. You're a champion. Act like one. Accept the bloody challenge. Here we go. So this was their plan. At this rate, my reputation will be in tatters. Fighting is everything to me. If you're demanding that I wager my purpose in life, it's only fair that you do the same, okay? So tell me, what gives your life meaning? Killing things? Exploring new lands, fighting formidable foes, helping those in need, earning coin. Well, definitely that fourth one. What's my character? What would my character say? What would my character think? My character wants to kill things, but I don't think people would appreciate that. Sure, a character, canonically we're like into the explorer and stuff. I see. Having come from beyond the barrier, you know a world without boundaries, and find joy in discovery. It's something I struggle to imagine. In any case, if that is what gives your life meaning, then that is what you must give up should you lose. If you agree, then we have a wager. Well, I'm gonna win, so... Stoic nod. Did you hear that, dear viewers? For their hotly anticipated clash, the two rivals were wagering their very purposes in life. This is not a match you can afford to miss. Clap, clap, clap. Well, then we've certainly upped the ante. Well, we managed to pull it off, and it was in no small part thanks to the nearby customers. Did we do well, Miss Honey? Okay, they were her simps. Oh yes, you did extremely well. Thank you all so much for your help. So that's how it is. You really are something else. Yeah, you don't want to get on her bad side. Well, the rest is up to you. For everyone's sake and Brute's memory, see to it you send the Howling Blade into retirement. The Whimpering Blade, or whatever they were saying. Right. All that's left is to win. Come, let's head to the green room. Oh yeah, let's get that winning part. I like that part. I also like the killing part. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to kill them. Also, they walk... I never understood that. They walk off, even have my character walking off in the cutscene. But then I'm still in the same place I was before. Yeah, whatever. It's a very minor and goofy complaint. Anyway, let's head on over to the green room. Get ready to fight to the Howling Blade. Alright, Arcadian attendant. Take me out back. To the green room. I think I made that joke before. Let's wrap this quest up. This is it, Brillian. The Cruiserweight title match. Let's seize victory and continue on our mission. Yes, let's grab some more crit as well. I'm basically never going to use that crit materia, but it's nice to have it in case I want to, for some reason, overmeld stuff. This is odd number, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this last quest. The Lone Wolf. Yano would formally introduce the Cruiserweight champion. The Whimpering Wolf. The Howling Blade is a worthy champion, but again and again, you've cut through the competition. I'm confident you'll do the same this time. Tell me about the Whimpering Wolf. Right. Let's take a closer look at your opponent. Now, I've heard his fight is actually a little bit tricky, even on the normal version. The Lone Wolf of the Arcadian, the Howling Blade. Before becoming a fighter, he was a hunter known for his unparalleled skill with the blade. Word ultimately reached the president, who recruited him to sentient Arcadia. Owing to his good, clean looks, he was immediately embraced as a babyface fighter, and he dazzles the crowd with his fantastical ring and blade of pulsating light. With the soul of Fenrir, a legendary wolf, he's able to unleash slashes that are as devastating as they are fast. You'll need to stay on your toes at all times. Now, march into the wolf's den, Brillian, and show him that you're no mere prey. Except that I'm a rabbit and he's a wolf, but he's the Whimpering Wolf. And I'm a rabbit, so I'll be able to run around all fast like and stuff. AAC Cruiserweight M4 now accessible. Let's go ahead and try and get some people for this. M8N first time. Let's go and talk to Yano while we wait. If Utrip could be here to watch, I'm sure she'd be cheering you on. Do it for her as well. I was going to... Aren't we kind of doing this for her anyway? We gotta beat him if we want to get him to retire, because that was one of the things that she wanted to do, one of the reasons she wanted to do this. There's one. I think I think they usually heal. It'd be nice if we can get a healer, because last time we were able to get pretty quick queues because we had a person who was healing for each one of the fights. I think for the second one we actually had 2 healers that were queuing with us. So that ended up making it real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and pull it up. Nope, got another one. Okay, 2 more people should be helpful. Go ahead and queue on up in just a second. Yeah, I'll just do a really quick ready check, just to make sure they're all ready to go. Okay, so we got 2 DPS this time. Either way, we need, and more people is always more better. Go ahead and put us in queue. Hopefully this won't take too long. Well, we only have to do 1 fight today, so that'll make it not too bad. Really glad that we were able to do the, we were able to get 3 of the 4 fights done yesterday. And it didn't take too long. It was just like, I was really tired, and it was really hot in here. And, the person and the healer... Yeah, we're just getting through Cruiserweight right now. And we'll do heavyweight eventually. Yeah, I mentioned this before, but I did hear that this guy is actually a little tricky even on normal. But I also felt like the previous fight was actually a bit tricky for a normal fight. So I'll be interested to see how much this, how difficult this one is. Then again, we didn't wipe on the previous one. But we did wipe on, yeah, we wiped on the second fight with, what's her name? The artist, Malala. Because she, because we, like, half the party wiped because we were all standing in the water. And it's like, yeah, the healers can't fix that. There we go. Let's get started with AAC. Oh, never mind. Never mind. There we go. Let's get started with AAC Cruiserweight M4. Hopefully we don't do too bad. Oh yeah, I need to go and listen to the other themes for the other people. Said I was going to do that.
With his peerless blade work and preternatural agility, he's the apex predator of the Cruiserweight division, the Howling Blade!
Man, the Matem's and voice actor is great. Lone Wolf, Howling Blade. Let's get going. Oh yeah, I was gonna eat a mate cookie. Let's do that.
Let's begin, shall we?
Oh, he's got the Housatowi accent, a southern accent. Yeah, okay, it looks like they want to take aggro. Oh, let's take that with them.
Cleave. I wonder if you can keep up.
Wrong button. Okay, that's like that. It's not staying in front of him. Okay, that's how it's gonna go.
There's a pack of him.
Then he goes across the arena. Oh, there's an AFK person. Ah! Okay, that was my bad.
No, they couldn't avoid that one.
You're gonna hop across again like that, and then he'll probably do the same thing he did before. Okay, then he'll jump across the arena like that. He'll stay out of the way. Oh, nearly got 2 people down there. Oh, and they're dead. So far, this isn't that tricky. Of course, that's going to be famous last words, right?
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
I do like toying with my prey.
Okay, so it's probably going to be like that, and they're probably going to go across like the other ones did. And I'll just go around in a circle and make sure we don't get hit. Oh, oh, I see it now. Okay, yeah, so this is the right side. Okay, and this is good too.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
Okay, so they're all in the center. Okay, oh, I see, that's a little tricky. Not too bad.
Fly true!
Okay, new mechanic.
The earth is mine to command!
Okay, then move out of the way of those. Reflect some damage to him.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
This is definitely a bit. I can definitely see how this would be a bit trickier for a normal one, but I still think this is easy. This is easier than the other one.
Bear my biting wings!
Stand with the healers so that they can. There's like an Astro. Well, we don't have an Astro, so. Yeah, this is where I should shake it off. But we got a sage who knows what they're doing.
How delightful!
Go over here. Oh, there's a second one there. Don't get animation locked.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Alright, we're gonna play this game. Over here should be good. That was close.
It cut the Colossus to the sword.
And I went right under it. This should be good.
Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
You're mine!
Stand back a little bit. This is the wolves.
A pack of wolves!
Okay, where is the safe spot? I completely missed it. That one's the only mechanic so far that I felt like is a little bit tricky. Or you have to react really quickly to it. Either that or I'm just completely missing the tell.
Try this!
Okay, so over here, I'll need to move over for that one. Yeah, that was the second one. Okay. Looks like I didn't... Oh, oops, I didn't see that one right.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Like a 4 cheese buzz, so I better watch out.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Okay, he's going to that one. Let's get one more hit in. How did I get... Wait, I got hit by something there? I actually don't know what I got hit by there. Okay, over here should be good. Right here should be good. Let's not kill myself with animation lock. Okay, we got this. There we go. Okay, I felt like that was not quite as tricky. I see why people would say this is tricky, but I feel like M7N was a bit trickier. This one, you had to be fast, and like maybe if you had worse ping, it would be a bit trickier, but honestly, this one wasn't as hard as 7, in my opinion.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Of course, there was this that dancer just kept dying on us. Also, one of the healers was doing great. AAC Cruiserweight tier complete. All right, let's see what we get. Should I calm? Yeah. So the white mage.
It's all over.
Yeah, the white mage was carrying it. Okay, I obviously need those. Nice. I need that too. Aw. And I said I was gonna need all these just because I can get some decent gear. Okay, but I did get the glasses. That's cool. Let's move these down here just to keep it organized. All right, let's head on out. And what was gonna happen again? Oh yeah, he was gonna give up. He was gonna retire. Let's see if he actually does that, or if the president's gonna come in and like disqualify us or something stupid like that. Nope, that's not. I'll go ahead and disband it because that's the last fight that we're done. Alright, let's talk to Yana and wrap this one up. You did it! You really did it! You're amazing, you know that. Oh, I know it. You're simply too strong for me. I gave my word, and I intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. With this, I've escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Yeah, well, your girlfriend's asleep over there, so, like, maybe you can go help her and work with her? Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know. There are battles you can still fight. Help us oppose the president. Yeah, I was kind of like, can't you just join us? Let's avenge the Brood Bomber together. Yeah, I think he'll enjoy that. The President has sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. I ought to despise him, I know. But as I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continued to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness. Yana doesn't really like this. You fool! You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death. And there are people who care for you, even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope has been fighting alone to try and save you. What? Yeah, why do you think she's doing this, bro? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. I searched and I searched, but I couldn't find I could find no trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Brillian. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated, and she decided to resume fighting. Nope. Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the President as an excuse not to face the bitter truth, and in doing so, you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Brillian for her soul. She thought it was the only way she could be with you. Who could see no life outside the Arcadian. I have no words. You're right about everything. The choices I've made have been out of fear that I would no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you, like they did. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The President has done enough harm. I will help you to stop him. Should we really be having this discussion in the green room where they probably have a bunch of wires, a bunch of microphones set up? It's heartening to count on the Howling Blade himself as our ally. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty tricky fight. I mean, again, I still felt like M7 End was trickier, but that one, I can definitely see that one. Well, obviously, I was tripping up a lot of people in that fight. There were 2 people who just kept on dying. The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, I'm sibling Retsara. Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and Nayuni are there, and they'd be happy to see you. Thought Eutrope was supposed to not move. Understood. There's one matter I need to tend to, so I'll meet you there shortly. Well, looks like we talked some sense into him. I guess that must be why him and Eutrope get along so well, because they don't think. Seriously, Eutrope, you went and attacked her, and then you caused Yana's symptoms to aggravate. Like, you idiot. No wonder Nayuni's the only one with brains around here. And no, I'm not going to count myself as one of the people with brains, because my character is a meathead who just wants to kill things. And can stoically nod. Alright, let's head back into the gym. See if we get any cutscene with Eutrope and him. Or if it's just going to be Yana and Nayuni talking. Because, I mean, Eutrope is supposed to not be moving. Right, Yana? Or are they just going to forget, or the writer's just going to forget that? There he is. And he brought the cats. Don't we have enough cats around here? Pets are forbidden where I live, so I was hoping you could look after these little ones. We've got enough cats around here. We'd be glad to. Yuzi has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. I'll go ahead and see how they are. May I come too? He wants to see her. Of course. You and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to do, I expect. And I get to play with the cats. Sounds like the best case scenario to me. Uh-oh. I bet she's gone. We have a situation. Nayuni and Eutrope are gone. Of course they are. Nayuni wouldn't take Eutrope outside in her current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something's happened to them. Oh, and that's the cliffhanger we're gonna leave off on. Brilliant, the unenhanced warrior, for your contributions to the excitement provided by our Ascension Arcadia. You have my utmost esteem. That voice, it's the president. What made you think that? However, I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. It was Yana's idea, not mine. And so, as a safeguard against further deviations, I've taken Eutrope and Nayuni into my care. After some coaxing, Matem divulged to me that you wish to cure psychonecrosis. And it just so happens I know where you can find the stimulant you seek. The drop of life it is called. What do you want from us? Two simple things. Brilliant must continue fighting at the Arcadian, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. Oh, so I just have to keep killing things? Sounds good to me. If you become Grand Champion Brilliant, our soul repository will be at your disposal, and I will even disclose the location of the drop of life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the heavyweight division. President better be a Milala. It'd be really fitting. So the president was a step ahead of us. One wrong move and Eutrope and Nayuni will come to harm. It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Brilliant. Yeah, well, it's not the first time. Probably won't be the last either. I won't let you down. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I won't let you down. Trust me, I've had much higher stakes to deal with. This is not the universe, even if Eutrope and Nayuni mean the universe to you. Thank you. As your second, I'll continue doing my best to support you. As will I. I won't turn a blind eye to the President's depraved actions any longer. Never again will I let anyone be taken away from me. And of course it shows the cats. We had enough cats already. Alright, I guess, oh, there, let's talk to him first. To think the president would stoop so low as to abduct Eutrope, convalescing as she is, and Nayuni, a helpless child. Trust me, bro, she's not helpless. We must do all in our power to get them back. That's why he's playing with the cats, of course. And what we have, we must stop him, and when we have, we must stop him once and for all. Deep down, I know that's what Hector would have wanted. Sure, bro. Definitely, uh-huh. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Right? Yeah, that's the end. There's probably gonna be some meanwhile cutscene also. Dot dot dot. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the president says, no harm should come to my sisters. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way, by doing MSQ. Whether you train to hone your skills or rest to recover your strength, sorry, I don't do that second part. See to it you're ready for your next fight. Sounds good? I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders. Again, I've had much higher stakes to deal with. This isn't that bad. But you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me when it's time for heavyweight matches to begin. And let's go ahead and grab some skill speed. Right? Yeah, skill speed. Alright, that wraps up the Cruiserweight tier. Let's go ahead and take a look at all this graffiti over here. I knew I'd seen the graffiti everywhere, but it hadn't even occurred to me that it was what's her name. And I thought it was just part of the atmosphere, but it's cool that actually one of the characters in the Arcadian was actually like the main artist that does the graffiti. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. We finished up Cruiserweight like I wanted to. And then this Friday I'm off for 4th of July weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and try and start doing 7.3. And hopefully we'll be able to get through all of 7.3 over that 3-day weekend. I don't know how long 7.3 will be. I know that there's a trial and a dungeon. So I think on the first day we'll just try and get close to the beginning, close to there. And then on the second stream, assuming I don't just go through and do the whole thing, which I never do, we'll go ahead and do the dungeon and trial and wrap up the rest of the story. But until then, goodbye.